Did you know? There exists a type of candy in the world that has earned the nickname Sweet Bullet. That candy is none other than M&M's, a world-famous chocolate treat that originated during World War II. With its compact, round shape resembling a bullet, it's ready to shoot sweetness straight into the taste buds and emotions of anyone who tries it. But how are hundreds of billions of these candies made each year? The magical journey of each M&M candy begins at the modern factories of Mars Incorporated, the world-renowned confectionery empire headquartered in the United States. The chocolate is melted into a smooth stream, poured into molds, and quickly cooled to form each individual piece. Here, every step of the production process is carried out with high precision, combining advanced technology with expert craftsmanship. The entire system moves in harmony, like a sweet symphony of colors and flavors. And because you deserve sweet moments too, today Agriculture Insight invites you to step inside the ultra-modern M&M factories, where mysterious magic unfolds every single day. Let's begin. Few people know that the irresistible appeal of M&M's lies not only in its flavor, but also in a military-inspired idea. In 1941, Forrest Mars Sr., son of the founder of the Mars Candy Empire, teamed up with Bruce Murray, the son of the vice president of Hershey's Chocolate Company. Together, they created a type of candy designed specifically for American soldiers. The name M&M stands for Mars and Murray, the two names behind this sweet alliance. Although originally produced exclusively for the military, M&M's quickly became a sensation after the war ended. As civilians tasted the American soldier's candy for the first time, they were instantly captivated, and the rest, as they say, is history. Another fun fact is that even within a single pack of M&M's, there exists a kind of color discrimination. Not all colors are distributed equally, and that's actually a calculated strategy. If you'd like to know which color gets the most spotlight, share your favorite one with us and join the sweet discovery in this video. Every journey has a beginning, and for M&M's, that beginning lies deep within the lush tropical rainforests, where sunlight filters through dense green canopies and casts golden patches on the trunks of cacao trees. In countries like Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Brazil, where red soil and humid climates create the perfect conditions, cacao trees have been part of farmers' lives for generations. Cacao is a quirky plant. Its pods grow straight from the trunk, and it bears fruit year-round. The main harvest season runs from October to March, when the plantations come alive with the sound of laughter, knives slicing through pods, and footsteps rustling through fallen leaves. Despite being the backbone of a billion-dollar chocolate industry, cacao is still harvested entirely by hand. No machine can match the sensitivity of human touch when handling such delicate fruit. And here's a surprise. It takes more than 400 cacao beans, around 10 to 13 pods, to produce less than half a kilogram of chocolate. That means every tiny candy holds the effort of an entire farm, a whole season, and countless silent hours of labor. After harvest, each cacao pod is split open using sharp machetes or sturdy wooden clubs. Inside the rough, ridged shell are plump, glossy cacao beans, nestled in a layer of white, mucilaginous pulp. This pulp has a mildly sweet, slightly tangy flavor and a fragrant aroma reminiscent of a tropical fruit medley: mango, pineapple, and passion fruit. Immediately after shelling, the cacao beans are quickly gathered into woven baskets, wooden troughs, or wrapped in banana leaves to begin a crucial stage in the journey: fermentation. This is the transformation phase, where bland, odorless beans are turned into the flavorful foundation of seductive chocolate. Over the course of 5 to 7 days, microorganisms in the surrounding pulp generate heat, raising the temperature of the bean mass up to 50 degrees Celsius, triggering a cascade of chemical reactions that unlock the bean's potential. Each day, the beans are turned to allow them to breathe and prevent mold growth. for even a single oversight can turn a batch from richly aromatic cacao to something sour and off-putting, like spoiled pickled fruit. At this stage, the beans are spread out evenly on bamboo mats, concrete patios, or mesh drying racks, and left to dry under the natural sun for several days. During the drying process, farmers must regularly turn the beans by hand or gently rake them to ensure even drying and to prevent mold or continued fermentation. Once dried, the beans are packed into jute sacks, a sturdy, breathable material, ready to be shipped to chocolate processing factories around the world. Each sack holds about 60 to 65 kilograms of dried beans, the result of weeks of careful tending under the sun, the rain, and the hard-working hands of the farmers. Before roasting, some cacao beans are cut open to inspect their internal quality. Inspectors examine the color, consistency, and structure of the inner part, known as the nibs. High-quality nibs should be dark brown, firm, and free of mold or hollow spots. This step is crucial to assess whether the fermentation and drying processes were done properly, ensuring the chocolate produced later meets the highest flavor standards. Next comes the roasting stage, a crucial step that unlocks the full flavor potential of each cacao bean. The beans are placed in roasters at temperatures ranging from 120 to 150 degrees Celsius, depending on the variety, moisture level, and desired flavor profile. During this process, important chemical reactions occur, fully drying the nibs while developing their rich aroma and deep color. If under-roasted, the beans may lack fragrance. If over-roasted, they can turn bitter. That's why each batch must be carefully monitored to ensure the final chocolate achieves a perfectly balanced flavor. Once the cacao beans have been roasted, they are sent to the shelling process. The brittle outer shell is removed using specialized machinery, leaving only the inner nibs. And the magical journey from rough, spiky cacao pods to billions of sweet little candies begins right here. Once the cacao nibs are separated from their shells, they are finely ground under high pressure to form a thick, dark brown paste known as chocolate liquor. Don't be misled by the name. This chocolate liquor contains no alcohol, yet it's more than enough to intoxicate the senses with its rich, pure cacao flavor. After being finely ground into chocolate liquor, the mixture is fed into a hydraulic press. Under immense pressure, cocoa butter, the rich, creamy essence of each bean, is slowly extracted, dripping out in golden drops like honey. This is the step where the purest essence is drawn out, giving chocolate its irresistibly smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture. The remaining material after the cocoa butter is extracted, known as cocoa cake, is cooled and then transferred to a high-powered grinder. Here, the cake is finely ground into cocoa powder, preserving its rich aroma and characteristic bitter taste. This powder is a common ingredient in baking, beverages, and is used to add flavor to many other chocolate products. Later, the cocoa butter is blended back together with chocolate liquor, sugar, and other essential ingredients to create a smooth, aromatic chocolate mixture. It's a process where each step is a blend of science and emotion, so that when chocolate touches your tongue, you're not just tasting sweetness, but experiencing a whole journey. The liquid chocolate is poured into cold, round, or hemispherical molds to shape each chocolate center. The mixture quickly solidifies while maintaining a smooth and glossy surface. Afterward, the chocolate pieces are placed in a gentle rotating chamber to help them become more evenly shaped, remove air bubbles, and set firmly. This is an essential step in creating a smooth center, ready for the sugar coating in the next stage. The mixture of thick syrup, glucose syrup, and other ingredients is used to create a smooth and shiny coating. This mixture is sprayed into a large rotating drum, where the chocolate pieces continuously roll around. Inside the giant rotating pans, the chocolate centers continuously tumble as the coating mixture is gently sprayed in. Thanks to the constant motion and alternating drying process, the mixture gradually dries and adheres evenly to each piece. With every turn, a thin layer of sugar forms, followed by more spraying and drying. The result is a crisp, glossy, and perfectly smooth shell, one that prevents the chocolate from melting and delivers that satisfying crack with every bite. M&Ms not only delight the taste buds, but also stand out with 6 signature colors: red, yellow, green, blue, orange, and brown. Among them, blue and orange are favored for their positive vibe and appetite-stimulating effect. In contrast, brown, despite resembling the color of chocolate, appears the least to ensure each pack stays vibrant and eye-catching, which has long been the visual trademark of M&Ms. But the journey of each candy doesn't end with its crisp sugar shell. After being coated in vibrant colors, each M&M enters a final iconic step, the printing of the M logo, a tiny yet powerful mark that transforms an ordinary chocolate piece into a global star. And so, after all the meticulous steps, the brightly colored candies finally roll into their final stop, the high-speed packaging line. Thousands of M&Ms are poured into the automated system, where they are perfectly portioned, sealed in small packs with a printed code like a passport, then swiftly placed into awaiting cartons. From here, the national candy begins its adventure, appearing on supermarket shelves, in theater snack counters, in convenience stores on street corners, and even in space. Who says candy is just for eating? With M&Ms, each piece is a vibrant personality, a cartoon character stepping out from imagination to become the very soul of the brand. Since the 1990s, M&Ms has breathed life into each color, turning them into beloved icons of global pop culture. Yellow is innocent and kind, while red is confident and proud. Green is alluring and sharp, and Ms. Brown is intelligent and composed. Blue exudes calmness and coolness, while orange is always anxious but sincere and lovable. Each color tells a story. Each candy embodies a way of life. If you're a fan of M&Ms and want to explore a world full of colors, M&M's World is the place you can't miss. While you're here, don't forget to check out the M&M's Wall, a 50-meter-long candy wall with hundreds of colorful candy tubes, where you can pick your favorite colors or mix and match to create your own cool combo. You can even print your portrait or a personal message on an M&M's candy, creating a super unique souvenir. Additionally, M&M's World offers exclusive souvenirs like t-shirts, mugs, and stuffed animals, all available only here. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The M&M's logo first appeared in 1941 with a simple typeface. In 1954, the iconic lowercase m was printed on each candy in black ink, later changed to white for better visibility. During the 1980s, the logo was softened with rounded edges to match a more youthful image. Since 2000, M&M's has continuously refined the design to stay modern and vibrant, while keeping the brand's playful spirit alive. A tiny M&M holds a whole world of colors and a magical journey behind it. Are you ready to take a bite? The story of Snickers began in 1930, when Frank C. Mars, founder of Mars Incorporated, created the perfect combination of soft nougat, chewy caramel, crunchy peanuts, and creamy milk chocolate. Launched at just 5 cents during the Great Depression, Snickers quickly became a favorite. Today, it generates over $2 billion in annual revenue across 6 continents, making it one of the best-selling candy bars of all time. Mars sources high-quality cacao beans from regions like Ghana and Ivory Coast, known for their rich, flavorful cocoa. Stay tuned as we uncover the fascinating process behind every Snickers bar. Let's kick off this journey by diving into how the iconic milk chocolate coating is made, one of the key ingredients that delivers its signature sweet, creamy flavor. The chocolate coating is what gives Snickers its mouth-watering allure, and creating it is an art form. First, cocoa beans are roasted at temperatures between 120 degrees Celsius and 140 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 40 minutes, ensuring that their rich, bold flavor is preserved. The roasting process is carefully controlled to bring out the deep, aromatic notes of the cocoa. After roasting, the beans are cracked open, leaving only the cocoa nibs, which are finely ground into chocolate liquor. After being stripped of their shells, cacao nibs are finely ground into a rich, velvety paste known as cacao mass. Under steady grinding pressure, the nibs gradually melt, releasing their luscious cacao butter. A thick mixture containing cocoa butter. This liquor is the heart of the chocolate, giving it the smooth texture we love. Next, the chocolate liquor undergoes a conching process that lasts anywhere from 12 to 72 hours. This continuous mixing and grinding process gives the chocolate its velvety, smooth texture and eliminates any bitter, volatile impurities. The conching process is key in ensuring the chocolate achieves the perfect consistency and flavor. To create the signature milk chocolate, cocoa butter is combined with sugar, milk powder, and natural vanilla extract, resulting in the characteristic sweet and creamy taste that makes Snickers so irresistible. After the chocolate is blended and finely ground, conching, it goes through a tempering process to ensure a beautiful glossy finish and prevent it from melting too quickly when held. This step involves 3 stages. First, the chocolate is heated to 45 degrees C to 50 degrees Celsius to fully melt. Then, it's cooled down to about 27 degrees Celsius to form stable cocoa butter crystals. Finally, it is gently reheated to 30 degrees Celsius to maintain its smooth, liquid state. Thanks to this tempering process, Snickers' chocolate coating is not only glossy and crisp when bitten into, but also melts smoothly in your mouth. Lastly, the chocolate is kept at a temperature of around 45 degrees Celsius to maintain its smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture before being coated onto the Snickers bar. This process ensures that each candy bar has the perfect amount of glossy, smooth chocolate, not too thick, not too thin, that pairs beautifully with the soft nougat, chewy caramel, and crunchy peanuts. Above the nougat lies the chewy caramel, a delectable layer that stretches irresistibly with every bite. Creating caramel involves heating sugar, glucose syrup, and fresh milk until the mixture reaches a golden brown hue. This step typically requires temperatures between 160 degrees and 170 degrees. Caramel making is both an art and a science, requiring precise control over time and temperature to achieve the perfect consistency. What makes Snickers caramel unique is its extended cooking time, enhancing its rich, buttery taste and perfect chewy texture. This specialized technique ensures the caramel remains soft while providing a satisfying stretch when you take a bite. The balance between firmness and elasticity ensures the caramel does not become too sticky or hard, maintaining the pleasurable mouthfeel of each Snickers bar. To maintain product uniformity, Mars uses state-of-the-art equipment to monitor and control the caramel making process. This automation guarantees the precise caramel thickness in every Snickers bar, ensuring consistent quality across millions of units. But don't forget, aside from the gooey caramel, there's another key ingredient that gives Snickers its signature flavor and irresistible crunch: those perfectly roasted, crunchy peanuts. Did you know that every day Mars requires enough peanuts to cover more than 54 football fields just to make Snickers? From rough, humble-looking peanuts still wrapped in their rugged shells, an impressive transformation begins. They are first passed through a high-pressure air and screening system, where dust, sand, and debris are thoroughly removed. Only peanuts that meet strict standards for size, moisture, and color are selected to move forward on this flavorful journey. Next, the peanuts are sent into a modern shelling machine that uses a gentle rolling or tapping mechanism to crack the outer shells without damaging the golden kernels inside. Immediately afterward, a strong blast of air whisks away the loosened shells, leaving behind clean, whole peanuts. But we're not done yet. Before any roasting happens, the peanuts pass through a skinning machine, where soft, rotating brushes gently remove the thin, reddish skins clinging to the kernels. This delicate step ensures that only the smooth, flawless cores remain for the next stage. Can you smell that? That rich, nutty aroma drifting through the air means the giant industrial roasters have kicked into gear. The peanut kernels are roasted evenly at 320 to 356 degrees Fahrenheit, 160 to 180 degrees Celsius, for about 20 to 30 minutes, with the rotating drums ensuring that each peanut turns perfectly golden, crunchy, and never overcooked. Caramel and peanuts, a seemingly simple combination, but one that requires meticulous precision and expertise to achieve absolute perfection. Can you guess how they mix them to create the ideal, mouth-watering flavor? When the caramel reaches its perfect, velvety consistency and remains warm, around 120 degrees Celsius, the perfectly roasted, golden brown peanuts are evenly spread through automated conveyor systems, ensuring that each candy bar has a consistent and balanced amount. The peanuts not only add a rich, nutty flavor, but also provide a satisfying crunch, which contrasts beautifully with the smooth, soft, and chewy caramel. If chocolate is the elegant outer shell, then nougat is the heart of a Snickers bar. Soft, airy, yet undeniably strong, it provides the perfect foundation, balancing the textures and flavors of caramel, peanuts, and chocolate. Nougat forms the light, fluffy, and mildly sweet base layer of Snickers. To create it, glucose syrup and sugar are heated to around 150 degrees. Meanwhile, egg whites are whipped at high speed until they become a smooth, airy mixture. The hot syrup is then gradually poured in while continuing to whip, giving the nougat its signature light, chewy texture. This process requires absolute precision. If the mixture is too hot, the nougat turns hard. If too cool, it becomes overly soft. Achieving the perfect balance ensures it complements the caramel and peanuts layered above. Next time you bite into a Snickers, take a moment to appreciate the magic. Who knew science and sweetness could blend so perfectly? Once the nougat has cooled to the perfect temperature, a rich dose of peanut butter is introduced, enhancing its creamy texture and signature nutty flavor. And when the nougat is ready, a rich layer of warm peanut caramel is poured over it, creating a smooth, glossy coating. Crispy, nutty peanuts blend perfectly into the caramel, offering a delightful mix of chewy and crunchy textures. The large candy sheets formed from nougat and caramel, mixed with peanuts, are then transferred to the specialized cutting area. Each bar is cut to precise dimensions, typically 10 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters for the classic Snickers. An automatic cutter divides the candy sheet into 38 evenly sized strips. Then, another cutter slices these strips horizontally, creating perfectly sized individual Snickers bars. Next, the freshly cut bars enter the chocolate enrobing stage, where they receive their signature coating. The uncovered Snickers bars first pass through the bottom enrober, where a layer of milk chocolate coats the underside for an even base. They then move through the full enrober, where a continuous chocolate flow fully covers each bar. To ensure uniformity, excess chocolate is removed using vibration and air-blowing mechanisms. The chocolate is precisely tempered with pure cocoa butter, maintaining the ideal consistency for a smooth, crack-free coating. Once coated, the bars travel along a conveyor, allowing the chocolate to settle before the next production stage. A finishing touch makes each Snickers instantly recognizable, the elegant swirl of chocolate on top. Once perfected, the bars enter a rapid cooling system, where the chocolate hardens to lock in its flawless shape, ensuring the ultimate Snickers experience before packaging. Each Snickers bar is not only a perfect blend of cocoa, peanuts, caramel, and nougat, but also undergoes a rigorous quality control process. Advanced scanners and sensors detect even the smallest defects, from uneven shapes to cracks in the chocolate, ensuring only the most perfect bars reach the consumer. The finished Snickers bars are moved to the automated packaging area, where each bar is carefully wrapped in its signature, elegant packaging. With its unmistakable design and an inner foil layer, every Snickers bar is protected to maintain its freshness and distinctive flavor. The packaging process is carried out by automated machines, capable of wrapping up to 800 bars per minute, ensuring a rapid production speed while maintaining perfect precision, delivering flawless products to the consumers. The large Snickers cartons are then transported to distribution points, ensuring they reach store shelves across the globe, ready to deliver their signature taste to consumers everywhere. Although Snickers remains a top seller worldwide, Mars continues to innovate with new versions of this iconic candy bar. From familiar sizes to variations like Snickers Almond and Snickers Dark, each version offers a unique, indulgent experience to satisfy every taste. And that concludes our journey through the meticulous process of creating the delicious Snickers bar you know and love. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to join me in exploring more fascinating production processes. Beneath the smooth layer of frosting lies a mesmerizing world of flavors. From the romantic allure of red velvet to the rich, creamy indulgence of cheesecake, every bite is a love letter to dessert lovers. Each country adds its own unique twist, turning the world of cakes into a borderless feast of sweetness. So, how many destinations have you traveled to in this vast cake universe? Drop a comment below and share your favorite flavor. You might just find a fellow sweet tooth soulmate. Thanks to modern automated production lines that can churn out 10,000 cakes per hour, the industry has taken a giant leap from the days of wood-fired ovens and coal stoves. It's a perfect symphony of technology, creativity, and an undying passion for life's sweetest pleasures. Every delicious cake begins with a seemingly simple yet crucial process: separating eggs. In modern factories, high-speed egg-separating machines work tirelessly, processing up to 200,000 eggs per hour. So fast that if eggs had emotions, they wouldn't even have time to say goodbye to each other. On the conveyor belt, thousands of eggs roll smoothly toward the mechanical shell remover. In the blink of an eye, their hard shells are neatly peeled away, as effortlessly as unzipping a jacket. The golden yolks drop into collection trays below, ready for the next stage of their journey. In smaller scale factories, skilled workers still separate eggs by hand, treating each one with precision, like artisans carefully shaping the fate of every drop. This ensures the highest quality for special batches of cakes. Now that the eggs are ready, it's time for the other ingredients to join the symphony. First up is flour, the soul of the cake, handled with great care. Through rhythmic vibrations, tiny flour particles gently fall, becoming soft, airy, and free from clumps or unwanted impurities. This ensures the flour not only remains smooth, but also contributes to a perfect cake texture once baked. While the flour is being sifted, the eggs begin their transformation. Inside a massive mixing machine, fresh golden egg yolks blend seamlessly with pure white sugar. The mixing arms rotate, fusing the two ingredients into a smooth, thick, golden mixture, almost like a luscious cream. They patiently await the arrival of their key companion, finely sifted flour. Then comes the moment of unison. The sifted flour is gradually added to the egg sugar mixture, followed by velvety butter, rich milk, and a touch of water for binding. Each factory has its own secret formula, giving each batch of cake a unique signature. Some manufacturers even add natural colors, dressing cakes in delightful hues, warm golden tones, delicate peachy pinks, or cool pastel blues. All ready for the next artistic stage of blending. The batter is now poured into an automatic piston filling machine. On the conveyor belt, an army of cake molds stands ready, each lined with non-stick parchment paper, like a knight's armor for battle. The automated filling system quickly portions out the batter, ensuring perfect and uniform distribution. Once the molds are filled, they are lined up neatly and sent into the oven gate, where the magic truly happens. Inside, state-of-the-art multi-level ovens work at full capacity, maintaining an ideal temperature of 107 to 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. As the temperature rises, the cake batter gradually firms up, proteins restructure, and air bubbles expand, turning the mixture into fluffy, cloud-like perfection. Can you smell that? The irresistible aroma of freshly baked cakes fills the air, an invitation to a heavenly dessert experience. But wait, a cake isn't truly a cake without its smooth, creamy frosting, right? There are many ways to make cake frosting, and each factory has its own secret. However, whipping cream remains the most common base ingredient. To create the perfect frosting, heavy cream is blended with sugar and whipped inside giant industrial mixers until it reaches a fluffy, cloud-like consistency. The cream mixers ensure a silky smooth texture while maintaining precise temperature control to keep the frosting stable before the decoration process begins. Back to the cooled sponge cakes, now lined up on the conveyor belt, heading toward the automatic slicing system. Ultra-sharp saw blades cut through each cake with millimeter precision, dividing them into uniform layers. Each slice is as delicate as a fine sheet of fabric, ready to embrace the sweet fillings within. As the cake slices continue their journey, they enter the decorating zone, where an automated syrup dispenser gently drizzles a thin, even layer over the surface. This helps retain moisture and enhances the cake's flavor. Immediately afterward, the automatic filling machine evenly spreads silky frosting or flavorful fruit jam between each layer. Mechanical arms move in rhythmic precision, ensuring the filling is perfectly distributed for a harmonious taste in every bite. Once syrup and fillings are applied, the cake slices move forward on the conveyor belt into the automatic stacking system. Conveyor rollers and belts guide each slice into its proper position. Alignment sensors ensure the layers are stacked neatly, maintaining a symmetrical and flawless cake structure. With each layer added, the system momentarily pauses to secure proper placement before continuing. Now comes the most exciting part: decorating. Here, automated cake decorating machines take on the role of skilled pastry chefs, dressing each cake in its most glamorous outfit. The first step is performed by the automatic icing machine, which spreads an even, velvety layer of frosting over the entire cake. Every edge and corner is smoothed to perfection, ensuring a flawless base, silky, even, and ripple-free. Right after that, the automatic piping system steps in like a master designer, carefully crafting intricate patterns and elegant swirls, turning each cake into a work of edible art. Every precise movement, every delicate flourish mirrors the expertise of a seasoned pastry artist, creating a visual masterpiece. Some cakes even get an extra touch of magic with advanced food-grade printing technology. This allows edible ink made from natural food coloring to bring images to life on the cake's surface. Within seconds, stunning designs appear, making every cake a personalized masterpiece. Before reaching eager dessert lovers, each cake undergoes a meticulous packaging process. On the conveyor belt, cake boxes line up, ready to house these edible works of art. At the final stage of the production line, factory workers carefully place each cake into its packaging, ensuring that the delicate frosting remains intact. Depending on demand, cakes may be packed whole or pre-sliced into individual portions before being neatly arranged in storage, awaiting their journey to satisfy sweet cravings. This entire process, powered by modern automated cake production, is a seamless blend of precision, efficiency, and artistry. Each cake is a testament to how technology and craftsmanship come together to create the perfect harmony of taste and beauty in every bite. A cake is more than just a sweet dessert. It's the star of every celebration. In the West, birthday cakes symbolize good wishes, with glowing candles representing dreams waiting to come true. The French turn cakes into edible masterpieces with their delicate millefeuille, while Italians adore the rich and romantic tiramisu. In Japan, people favor airy, cloud-like sponge cakes. Whereas in Germany, the legendary Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte brings a bold fusion of chocolate and cherry liqueur. No matter where you are, cakes carry the essence of joy and togetherness. A single slice can spark a friendship, A big bite can comfort a heavy heart, and a towering wedding cake? That's the sweetest promise of all. So the next time you take a bite of cake, don't just taste the sweetness, savor the cultural journey baked into every layer. But before we dive into the rhythm of machines and factory lines, let's follow the incredible journey of dairy cows as they travel across continents to reach their new homes on modern farms. Have you ever seen cows on an airplane? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Some cows actually fly. After passing health checks and getting weighed, these VIP passengers are carefully loaded into custom-designed containers made specifically for transporting animals. These containers are designed to keep the cows comfortable and safe throughout the flight. Of course, the containers have to be securely fastened, because if a few cows broke loose mid-flight, you might just hear about a cow storm on the evening news. But the upside is that flying only takes a few hours, way faster than other forms of transport. Once the plane lands, hydraulic lifts gently lower the containers, ensuring the cows are unloaded smoothly without stress or injury. When everything's ready, the trucks roll out, delivering the cows to their new homes on modern dairy farms, where the real magic of milk production begins. When it's time for milking, the cows are guided to an automated milking station, where the process is smooth and stress-free. Here's an interesting fact. Happy cows produce the best milk. That's why farmers go the extra mile to create a comfortable environment. From well-ventilated barns and nutrient-rich feed, to even playing Mozart to keep the cows relaxed. As soon as the milk arrives at the factory, it goes through a rigorous quality control process. Technicians carefully measure fat and protein levels, check freshness, and test for the presence of bacteria or contaminants. Every batch is tested with precision to ensure that only milk meeting the highest quality standards moves on to production. Once the milk passes all tests, it's pumped into the factory's closed processing system for pasteurization. A critical step that eliminates harmful bacteria while preserving the milk's natural nutrients, flavor, and color. The milk is quickly heated to around 135 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius for 2 to 5 seconds, and then rapidly cooled. This flash heating method effectively kills bacteria while maintaining the fresh taste and nutritional value of the milk. Next, the milk moves to the fat separation stage, where it's pumped into high-speed centrifuges, spinning at 10,000 to 20,000 revolutions per minute. The intense centrifugal force efficiently separates the cream from the skim milk. This process takes about 2 to 5 minutes, and the fat content can be adjusted according to the desired recipe. The extracted cream is then used to produce butter or cream, while the standardized milk continues through the production process. After fat separation, sugar is added to the milk, and the mixture is transferred to a vacuum evaporator to remove about 60% of the water content. This process takes place at a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes to 1 hour. The result is a thick, rich milk concentrate that retains its essential nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. After the concentration process, part of the milk is processed into milk powder, while the rest continues on to become sweetened condensed milk. To make milk powder, the concentrated milk is fed into a spray dryer, where it's exposed to temperatures of 150 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius for 30 to 60 minutes. The high heat removes any remaining moisture, turning the milk into a fine powder. After drying, the powder is cooled for 20 to 30 minutes to stabilize its texture and prevent clumping. To make sweetened condensed milk, the concentrated milk is mixed with sugar in a ratio of 40% to 50%. In some factories, instead of using fresh concentrated milk, they may use reconstituted milk powder as the base. The milk and sugar mixture is poured into large mixing tanks, where industrial mixers continuously stir it to dissolve the sugar completely and prevent crystallization during storage. After pasteurization, the condensed milk is quickly cooled to 15 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius using a modern cooling system with cooling pipes and convection fans. Once cooled, the condensed milk is sent through a homogenizer to break down fat molecules and create a consistent, silky texture. In the homogenizer, the milk is subjected to high pressure, between 150 and 250 bar, which reduces the size of fat globules to microscopic levels. This process prevents the condensed milk from separating or forming clumps during storage, ensuring a smooth, uniform product with a rich, creamy taste. After all processing steps are complete, the condensed milk is transferred to a modern automated packaging system. Specialized filling machines accurately measure and fill each can or container with the correct amount of condensed milk. The containers are pre-sterilized to maintain product safety and consistency. Next, the cans are sealed using heat or pressure sealing technology to create an airtight barrier that prevents contamination and extends shelf life. To guarantee absolute safety, the sealed cans go through a final sterilization process in a high-pressure autoclave. For powdered milk, the packaging process is carried out in a similar manner. The product is carefully measured into cans and sealed using heat sealing technology to prevent air and moisture from entering, ensuring the milk's quality is preserved throughout the storage period. Finally, the cans are labeled automatically with detailed information about ingredients, nutritional value, and production dates. The finished products are then packed into cartons or stacked on pallets using a conveyor system, ready for shipment and distribution worldwide. And now condensed milk has officially become the star of the global culinary scene. From South America's dulce de leche to tres leches cake, condensed milk has become a symbol of sweetness and comfort across generations. And it's not just pleasing taste buds. The condensed milk industry brings in billions of dollars every year. Who knew such a tiny can could pack so much sweet value? Hats off to those cheerful, grass-munching happy cows for delivering the rich, creamy magic that turns every bite into a sweet little moment of joy.